I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyrics science is lyrics.
I was trying to, throughout the week, Jared, try to think of like a hum, like a marching hum for us, like moving forward into podcast battle. I'm still working on it. But once I get it down, I want it to be a part of the intro here of the 271st episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Lee, and RJ. All right. But I'm going to think of some just random tune in my head, completely just pull it out of my ass, like rabbit out of a hat thing.
All right. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
neither does everybody else.
Well, you don't know.
That's
that.
whatever's going on in your head right now.
No.
That nobody else can decipher because that's your brain, not ours.
No. It's fine. But welcome, guys. Welcome. Man.
It's January, so RJ can drink again. I mean, it's not January anymore.
Oh, yeah, well.
You got to celebrate Black History Month, sir.
Well, I'll celebrate with you later, brother.
No, you know you got to celebrate Black History Month. You got something against Black History Month?
No, I don't have anything about.
You got something against DEI?
No, god damn, no, dude. Our friend posted something last night, and I couldn't agree more. He was like, January has been a long year. This month has been a long year, or whatever already. Because
last week was a month in itself,
dude. And then we get these catastrophic plane crashes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not just the week of our own lives and whatever else we've got going on. All that other shit too is what I'm talking about. That was a month worth of fucking shit in 1 week.
Dude, that was crazy. And it's just so it's sad to see. It sucks.
Bro,
it's terrible.
I saw pictures of the families at the side of the Potomac, like crying. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man?
And I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And when I heard where it was coming from, something made me just like I had to check on your birthday twin.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, everything good? She was like, yeah. I was like, all right, just making sure.
Yeah.
I had to make it like.
Yo, no, but dude, that's crazy how close to home it hits.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally a 20-minute drive.
Close to home it hits. All right, relax with the puns there, guys.
Well, I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean.
People at work, because, everybody at my job works everywhere.
Yeah.
And they were like, so how far are you from where that happened? I'm like, 20 minutes. But then they were like, well, how far are you? No, that question was, how far are you from the Potomac? And I was thinking from that where the accident was.
Yeah.
It's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Where me to get to the Potomac could take less than that. It could probably take me 10 minutes to get to the Potomac. You know what I'm saying? Because it's literally right there.
It's wild, and it sucks because, this is the kind of shit you see, like, I don't know, like in a TV show or in a movie or something. You know?
It's definitely a TV show, like some 24 type shit.
Yeah, like
or NCIS or something.
And
don't say that. Don't say what you're about to say.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I don't know what you thought I was gonna say.
I know what you were about to say.
I don't know what you were thinking.
You were talking about a particular movie.
No. I wasn't talking about that movie. I was no. That would be terrible for me to say something like that.
Yeah.
No, but do we know exactly? So we, as far as we know,
I was just talking about this earlier. No, we don't.
So we don't know what happened, but
we have an idea. Just like mostly speculation of, basically the Black Hawk was not on the altitude that it was supposed to be, because I saw actually a video today. This former guy, he was a pilot of those, and he was saying how he's flown through there many a times, and there's set pathways that they have to follow and guidelines that they have to follow if they're going to fly in that airspace. So they can't be above 200 feet. And so they were above 200 feet. And then another pilot said, she was saying that that crew of that one was only 3 people. It's supposed to be 5 because the 2 people are sitting like toward the back.
Okay.
So they can see 5 o'clock-ish.
Okay, all right. So they can just kind of have an overall
pilot
view.
Can only see like 180 degrees. He can't see what's back here or whatever. So that was part of it. Limited amount of vision. Plus, this is from other experts, not me. The airplane is on an instrument. If you know anything about aviation, like there's two types. You can, like, just to get your license, you can get vision based, where you're just flying off of what is visible, and you can only fly, like, the visibility can't be below a certain percentage, all that. Past that, to be at a commercial pilot's level, you have to be able to fly instruments, which is only thing you're looking at is what the dials in front of you are saying, and you have to calculate math and do all that shit from, like, that. And there's a huge hardcore test on this. Helicopters are the same way, but the military aircraft was flying on a vision-based flight path. The airplane was on a instrument-based flight path, which planes going in and out are dozens of times a day. Not even dozens, way more than that, because I fly out of there all the time.
Yeah.
And into there all the time. So I'm sure I've flown that particular runway before. It's just, you don't think about it, because as a passenger, you can't really see nothing but what's out the window anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So, oh man, just imagine, like, you just happen to be just chilling, looking out the window, because especially when you're coming into DC, there's a lot of shit going on. Like, you fly over, you can see, what's it called? The thing in Maryland. Well, you see the monument, but I'm talking about, what's the thing in Maryland? The hotel, the MGM.
The MGM, yeah.
You see the MGM coming in. You see the Capitol. You can see so people are looking at that because it's I guess, pretty view. So imagine if you were just looking out and then you see this fucking thing coming at you and, like, what the fuck? And then, like, bro, that would
Yeah, I know. It's not something you honestly want to think about, to be honest with you, and that's why I've kind of avoided watching a lot of it, because I don't know, it sucks, man. It just sucks, and it just stinks. And then yesterday, this happens, and something very similar happens in a medical plane.
Yeah,
30 seconds after takeoff, crashes and explodes into the streets of Philadelphia.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's just fucking nuts, dude. What a, like, I mean, we're a very upbeat people here.
That one's even sad. Well, I don't want to say even sadder, because, I mean, there was less people, but one of those people was a pediatric patient.
Yeah, it was a kid, man.
I guess they got their treatment. They were on their way back home, and that shit happened.
Yeah,
and the video for that one is crazy. Because you can hear the fucking engine still going, and so it's like this. Why does it seem like he's going full fucking blast?
Yeah, and the plane is spiraling downwards.
Well, I didn't see spiraling.
Or it's just, launching at such a degree.
Yeah, it's a weird angle, and to be still, the engine still going is, I don't know.
It just,
that was a weird one.
It's very weird. It's very tragic. And when I got home from work last night, I sat down. My mom had the news on.
What did we say? Oh, I didn't mean to cut you up. What did we say last week? Like, how shit is really weird. Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah, it was very recent. It was either, last week or the week before. Now it's just,
fucking, and bro, and I don't want to be, like, pessimistic. I try to be upbeat and moving forward. Like, it is what it is type mentality. It goes back to the things are never good as they seem, things are never bad as they seem, just take it all in stride, that type of mentality. But I can't see another fucking 4 years of this craziness. I don't know if
Dude, I wonder if we're approaching, like, Fallout times, dude.
Well, a lot of people are saying this is, like, looks like the beginning of the end of an empire, which empires usually last about 250 years. Guess how old we are?
Oh, God, 249.
No, we're older than that.
Oh, God, thank God. Wait, oh, God, no.
It's not too far away from 250.
I know, I was just joking.
It's like 252 or something. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know, 17 75. Oh no, that was Marine Corps. 1776. Yeah, you do the math. Somebody else do the math. I don't.
Yeah. Nah.
Anyway,
Wild, go.
we're in that era of when empires fall,
Oh, that's just great.
and it could be there.
Oh, wow. We get to watch the revolution will not be televised. The revolution is here. Anyway.
That's not a revolution, bro.
Oh.
That's not what this is. Not what we're witnessing is not a revolution.
Yeah. No, I know.
This is the end.
Oh, man. Damn, and we were just getting to the good stuff, too.
Well, yeah. Some people would say it started going down in the 80s when Reagan came in.
I mean, I was too small to comprehend. I wasn't even really
I
born
don't think
yet.
you were born yet.
Oh, I was 88, so. Was he still president then?
No, I think that was Bush Sr.
Bush Sr.? Okay. Well,
We can look it up. But
well, while Jared looks that up, I know that we kind of started the show on kind of a dreary note, but we're gonna move on from that stuff, and it sucks for everybody involved. So our love goes out to those people.
June 1989, so you were barely alive.
Barely, just barely. All right. Well, I still fit the bill. There we go.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember that.
Do you know what fits, Jared?
But
Comedy.
okay.
Comedy fits. And I know that you've had a successful week.
You always fucking bringing my shit up. Like, where's your comedy fucking stories?
I don't have any comedy stories.
This guy does a comedy podcast.
I am being deprived of water at work. I hope they're all listening.
That's crazy. Like,
Dude, it's not. It's like I get there, and maybe we are being excessive with the water bottles. You know what I'm saying? But I just find it hard to believe.
I think what happens is a lot of people grab bottles like you got fucking 8 bottles here, and you're not gonna drink them all. Like, and then people just end up throwing them away. So it is kind of a waste the way you guys are doing. They should have like a little water fountain thing, which I'm surprised they don't have, like a deer park thing. They should have that. So people and then people should be bringing their fucking refillable things and drinking water that way.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the idea of doing that. What I'm not okay with is dying and just dehydrating and then becoming a wrinkly old prune. So to everybody at work, if you're listening,
I think a few 8 hours of not drinking water, you'll be fine.
I was able to obtain 2 bottles, and then I throughout the day was slowly starting to get thirsty again.
That's 16 ounces. And then when you get home, you drink the rest. Well, no, 16 plus 16 is what? 36? 32.
32.
Yeah. I don't know where I got 36 from.
That's 18 plus 18.
Yeah. That's where I got it from.
But what I was going to say is that I'm a little over it. I understand it. I understand the reason they're doing it, but please put a few more bottles in there because I come in a little later in the day. All right? That is something I wanted to get off my chest.
Well, don't worry, because everything is going to get more expensive anyway.
It's pretty...
So, here's my thing. 25% tariff on Mexico, 25% tariff on Canada, but you talk all this shit about China, and you put 10% on them. That's insane. We need our neighbors, bro. They're the ones who help protect us from the rest of the fucking... Like, we have 2 big oceans that separate us,
dude.
And we have these 2 big-ass countries that separate us. We need these motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude, we need Mr. Rogers. Won't you be my neighbor?
Oh, God.
I mean, please.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. It's all right. But no, I saw that you had posted that you had like a really, really, really successful night in comedy the other night.
I mean,
and
success is relative. For me,
oh, stop it, Jared. Stop it. Go ahead and tell your story, friend.
Oh, okay. Again, we got to work on your voices.
I'll do it when you're not here.
That's the same fucking one.
No, it's not.
That's the same one that was from the 200th episode skit.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I went to me and Bobby B. Like, I saw the tickets a while back, and I knew they were going to get sold out pretty quick. So I bought them, like, in November for Dave Attell.
Okay.
And actually, I thought I was asking you if you wanted to go, but it was a Thursday at 7:30. You wouldn't have even been off, but so whatever. So we went there, saw the show, got out. I don't know, a decent hour, probably 8:30 or I don't remember what time it was over. Probably 9. But then at the end, they were outside taking pictures, and Dave Attell had a line, and it was like, you can buy merch. But anyway, we got a picture with him. Got to kind of beat him and say, like, whatever. And Bobby B is always in people's faces when it comes to like celebrity. Because I told you about this.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He did the same thing with Dave Attell. He didn't like scream or nothing this time, but he went to shake his hand, and Dave was like, he was like COVID or whatever he said.
COVID bump.
Yeah, that's what he said. And then I just knew immediately, like, let's get this picture, let's keep moving. Saw a couple other comedians that are a little higher up on the rung than we are / me. But that was cool. Then we went to this other spot called Hotbed, and it called the end of the free comedy show. They have I think they have multiple nights actually. Saw one guy, he was hosting. I know he's been on Kill Tony with his girlfriend before, which I was like, oh. And then there's another guy when we came in, I forgot his name. I want to say Brian, but that might be wrong. But anyway, I've seen him for a while in the DC comedy game, so it was like yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. So then after that, I was like, hey, this open mic is still going. I think it's over at 11. You want to try to hit it up? And he was like, oh, it's getting late. He was like, oh, come on, right, we can just check it out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that far. It's not that it was far. It's just in DC trying to move from one place to another is difficult.
I got you.
So we finally get there, and we weren't even going to sign up. I just wanted to check the mic out and see where it was at because I want to go other times. And the guy came over. He was like, hey, you guys comics? I was like, yeah. He was like, we'll see. I can see if we can get you on, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I mean, we're just here to check it out. We don't care. Then he came back over like a couple minutes later. He was like, yeah, I can get you guys on. Maybe only one of you. He ended up getting us both on. But yeah, so I just went up there, fucking did a few jokes. There was this one guy. I'm pretty proud of this one. I thought was funny because I just came up with it on the fly, and it's like easy pickings because the dude he was half Asian, half Jewish.
Oh Jesus!
And so he did his set, and then he came in and like somebody else went up, and then I think it was my turn. And he was still sitting in front, and I was like, so what, you said you're Jewish and Chinese? He was like, close enough. I was like, yeah, pretty much. And then I was like, you must be torn. Because one side of you wants to save money, the other side wants to gamble it away. And
Yeah.
the fucking room fucking blew the fuck up. I was like, oh, gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so it was fun.
Awesome. I'm
Did
glad.
did you get the joke? You didn't laugh like you were supposed to.
Well, I'm not. I'm gonna laugh when I laugh out
scared,
loud.
You're scared about the context of the joke?
No, it's not even that. No, not at all. I'll laugh at, dude. The thing is when I laugh out loud, I am annoying.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna.
You
try
sound
to-
like you're fake laughing.
No. Everybody's always said that. I swear to God, as long as I've lived. Yeah, everybody always thinks it's fucking fake, but it's not. I promise you. I promise you, it's not. But I don't know. That's just how I laugh. But regardless, that's cool though, man. I'm glad you got to do that. I'm glad you're getting in your reps.
I need more. I'm not getting enough. After that night and seeing, thinking there wasn't as much comedy around here as there actually is. Like I need to. I'm falling behind. I mean, I say that, but then I don't know. I just need more. I guess until I'm satisfied, which I don't think that'll ever happen.
Well, you never know. Well, you don't, but you never. But you
I don't know.
never.
It's part of being a comedian. There's a hole inside that I have to fill, and it never fills.
And so let me ask you, since you're, in this process now, what is the next like big goal like for you? I guess since you've been kind of
Well, my end goal is to be a working road comic. So that means I go from city to city, probably like Wednesday or Thursday, and then come back Sunday, and be getting paid to do that. But that's my main goal. I don't have to be a fucking arena act or a huge theater act. I'm just good with working the clubs, but on the road working the clubs.
Do you now? Let me ask you this: when you got to say that level, would that be the only thing? Would that be your sole job, like your sole source of income?
No.
No. Okay.
My main goal is to be that. Now, depending on how much I'm making.
Yeah. Well, that obviously plays a factor into everything.
I like my job and I like my arrangement with my job, in which it would be perfect for comedy, like being able to work remote anywhere in the country, since everybody else is everywhere in the country.
Yeah.
And I can still do my work, and then maybe take a nap, go to the club, get some food, then go to the club, go do a set, maybe 2, roll out, be done, and then you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm looking at. That's where I want to get to.
Would you think like the average for like, say you were like pretty well known, like for example, do you think the average club was like a couple $100 a show, a couple grand?
It depends on your level.
Couple bands, you know what I'm saying?
Depends on your level.
Depends on your level.
Yeah, I think you get whatever whatever the deal is. I don't know what the deal is because I haven't gotten to that part of knowing the business, like what does what. Like once I get into the clubs on a regular basis, I can start to kind of gauge that. But I'm still technically an open micer.
Dude, I feel like we have to find like some underworld mob boss to get you in, like, and then like pay like off the loan sharks or some shit, dude.
No, because then I owe somebody, and I ain't doing all that.
I'm glad that's the sole reason for not doing it.
Nah,
I'm just joking.
It'll happen. And I've gotten this from a lot of high level comedians. They're just like, you got to keep doing it.
Yeah,
and like just eventually it'll pop. And some people quit before they get pop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You just never know. Like it could be that one video you post on social media that goes viral that then people start checking on you.
Yeah,
and start saying, oh, look. That's how a lot of these cats these days are getting noticed. Now some are just pumping out content, and it builds up a following because they might have a few funny ones here and there. You know what I'm saying? But that's just off sheer volume, and cutting through the noise with the amount of content they're putting out. There's another way to cut through the noise is just have all your shit just solid when it goes out to whoever. And I don't know. That's why I don't really post a lot. Like I try to come up with skits, but again, I'm dealing with life too. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it is what it is. I just have more fun on stage than doing fucking skits for social media.
Yeah, because I'm starting to. The more and more I think about social media, and I don't know if it's just me being kind of a little more clear-minded lately. But I'm so over it. I'm so sick of it.
No, we're all over it.
I'm so sick of it. And I don't mean that like from a place of like extreme hate or anything like that.
We're all over it, Artie.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. There's so much of it, and
it is like poisoned the world.
And a lot of it, I think, it's not for me. It's the internet has always, for me, been like this place where I don't know how to explain it. Where people, it was only a certain group of people that like were into it. Other people were like, oh, whatever, the commercial. But now all these fucking like politicians and fucking and mainstream news outlets are getting into it, and it's just like I get it. You're trying to promote your business, and it's the wrong people were let through the gates.
I got you.
I don't know if I'm explaining. It was like a nerd world.
Yeah.
And now everybody's there. That's why you're getting so much fucking bullshit content because you got just anybody fucking thinking they can say whatever the fuck they want.
Dude, it's so fucking poisonous. And I know we talk about it a little bit on this show, but I feel like just after the last couple weeks, and especially just with what's happened with the two tragedies that have occurred, you know.
Well, you're scrolling. If you're seeing it that much, you're scrolling too much.
Well, no. It's not even that. I've barely seen much of that, as crazy as it sounds. But it just the overall demeanor of people, I'm just sick of it, dude. I'm just so tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of it. It's toxic. It's
a place where the wrong people were let in the gates, and now they think they can just say whatever they want without repercussions. And for the most part, they're right. They think there's that anonymity, and you can see it. Like, because I'll read some stuff on TikTok, and the most hateful stuff, it might not be blatantly hateful, but you can tell where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Usually those people don't have a profile pic. They don't have a real, like, user, like a handle. So they know they're fucking saying wild shit because they don't want to fucking put, or their account will be on private.
Yeah.
So when you go to look at their shit, it's like, oh, I see where you're at. You, like, I don't know how to explain that.
You can dish it, but you can't take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, and maybe you're right. You know, I think this applies to all of us, and I'm guilty of it too. But just the random scrolling and all that shit, and it's just like, oh my god, it's like I don't feel like I try to look at things that I like, and things I'm interested in, to help my algorithm and all this stuff. But at the same time, when I do see something, it just, like, sometimes it infuriates me, dude. I'm like, ugh.
Well, you have to also remember that not all social media platforms' algorithms are the same.
Yeah.
So, like, I guarantee you, TikTok's algorithm will do that. It'll give you more of what you like and learn what you like much better than, say, Facebook or Instagram. It takes a lot longer for them to see on those.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll just get some random shit out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And like even on TikTok, recently I refreshed because you can do that too. You can refresh your feed.
Yeah.
And so then you'll start to get, instead of me just getting car and racing fucking shit or comedy, now I'm getting whatever the fuck else. Yeah. So now I can see what else is out there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like about TikTok. You want to make sure you're getting the full picture of everything, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, even as something as simple as advertising for certain things is getting outrageous. Like,
if you have a sponsored thing on the bottom of your TikTok video, I'm going right past it. I could care less.
Oh my god! If I'm just scrolling and then like an ad pops up,
oh, I'm done. So that video's over for me,
dude. So dude? There was one. It made me legit like laugh out loud because it's caught me so off guard. But it was like a trimmer for like your balls and shit like that.
Manscaped, bro.
Yeah, manscaping. And
no, it's called Manscaped.
And I don't know what brand it was, but dude,
Manscaped.
I scrolled up and it was like, "Do you have a hairy butthole or something?" Like that was like the ad, and I just was like, "What the fuck is this, dude?"
I mean, that's normal for that type of shit.
I know, but I was just like, "This is outrageous, dude." Could you imagine just watching?
I don't think that's not outrageous,
dude. It's
I'm in marketing, bro. I'm in marketing.
It was just way too funny. It caught me off.
Well, that's the point. That's the point. It got your attention.
Oh my god, dude.
It got your attention. Are you high?
No.
Fucking liar.
Dude, no. No, I'm not.
So it got your attention, number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got your attention. And then you knew exactly what the product was. So it did its job.
So it was just so outrageously marketed. And I was just like, God damn, you can't just have like some just random advertisement anymore. It was just.
You got to remember, it's also the internet. So you can push the boundaries a little more than you could on regular TV.
And that I do know, but oh my God, did I laugh out loud, bro. It was like, "Do you have a hairy butthole?" And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I just started fucking dying, bro.
I don't even pay attention
to my God, dude. Oh, it was like the funniest thing I've ever seen, bro. I almost fucking. I was this close to like fucking sending it to you, dude, but I didn't want to be weird about it, so
Hey.
I didn't.
Look, do me a favor. Don't pick that pen up anymore.
Oh my god. Sure.
Put the pen in your pocket.
What, this one?
No,
it's
that one.
Well, this one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Ben and Barry's, baby. Holy Christ. Nah, man, that was funny. All right, let me calm down and come
Straighten
back.
up and fly right.
Yeah, there we go. Come back down to earth, where we live.
This motherfucker really was in a different place just now.
Dude,
Like anybody's watching is gonna be like, where the fuck is this guy at?
dude, oh man.
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
But what I did not fall for, Jared, was Jod, that evil bastard from the Skeleton Crew. Regardless, I finished up the Skeleton Crew.
Mhm.
All right, I thought it was cool. Overall, I really liked it.
Yeah.
I hope
I told you would.
I hope they make another one with the kids again. I don't want it to be some like Stranger Things type of shit.
I did get that vibe a couple of times.
You know what's crazy? I did not remotely think of it until like literally the last episode, and I was like, "Wait a second."
Yeah,
yeah.
it
And I was
does
like, I was just like, "Oh my god!" But I really did enjoy it. I thought the ending was like super perfect for the show, and I really do hope. See, when
I was thinking about that. I don't know if they can do. I don't know if they can do more of that.
man, if they don't, it's okay. But if they did maybe one more season, I'd be
Story
okay.
would have to be really good.
Yeah, and maybe they'd have to be a little older or something like that. But well, they don't have to necessarily be older. But I thought it was cool, you know, with the scene where Wim gets to pick up the lightsaber and everything, and I was like, "Yeah, get him, young Jedi." I was like, "Brr," you know, and I just really, really liked it. But when Star Wars is done right, and that, you know, you're right, for a kid show was done right, it's great. And then I wish we could just get more stuff like that. But I really did enjoy it. So anybody,
I don't know if you noticed that the third to last episode was Bryce Dallas Howard. She directed that one, and everyone so far that she's directed, as far as Star Wars goes, to me has been a home run.
I mean, I just think all the good stuff we're getting, whoever's behind it, keep those people. You know,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think they figured that out. They were like, wait, you know what? She did some Ahsoka ones. She did a few. She did a couple Kenobis. She's done a few.
Yeah.
A couple Mandalorians. So that they have other people that they use, but I just feel like hers. I mean, I might be a little biased because she's gorgeous as shit.
Oh yeah.
But I just think to be, it's gonna sound really weird, to be that beautiful and still have directing skills
Yeah.
like that is cool.
Yeah. No, it is cool.
So I don't know.
Maybe we're just shallow. Who knows? But regardless,
Yeah, I do sound a little sexist there. but-
it's all right. We don't believe in that here on this show. Well, I'm warming my hands up because it's freezing down here. Well, it's not nearly as well. Jared's wearing a T-shirt, and I'm over here like with 8 layers.
It's
on.
not that cold down here. Not today. And my T-shirt is, since we're getting rid of DEI, I'm going to keep it around.
Yeah, I want you to.
And it's Black History Month.
It is.
Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Happy Black History Month.
So they brought the Tuskegee Airmen. They're trying to get rid of that in fucking Air Force academies and schools.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they brought it back immediately. They were like, no, we're not doing that. That's part of history.
Yeah.
You can't take that out of there.
Dude, do you know what that is? That reminds me of the meme where Abe Simpson walks into the bar, picks his hat up,
Yeah.
puts it on, turns around.
That's my
takes
favorite
it off.
meme, by the way.
Dude takes it off, puts it back, and just walks out the door, dude.
That shit is so appropriate for a lot of stuff.
That's exactly what that was. But no, it in terms of everything that's been going on, just with all that other shit.
It's insane. I was talking with my cousin earlier today, and one of her friends, because they were passing through back to home, and I was just like, bruh, like this week was crazy. Work was crazy. Other shit was crazy. And then this and all of that shit, bro, it was a wild week. I haven't had that eventful of a week in
You don't know how to like absorb it.
Yeah,
all,
it's still
dude.
not processed everything yet. Like it's
Hey, let me ask you. So that brings up a good question. In the day and age we live in, with everything that has transpired in recent weeks, do you think we how much can we take? Like how like you know what I'm saying? Like
there's
mentally, like before
obviously
we're just like fuck it up. You
Okay,
know, like
relax.
you know.
Well, we've seen that already in past few years. During COVID, motherfuckers, they couldn't take anymore. First of all, you're stuck in your house. You're being told the world is fucking ending.
That is crazy, bro. That is crazy that we lived through that.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
And then the George Floyd thing sparked everything. And then it wasn't just the people who were protesting George Floyd. It was, or not protesting him, but because of what it was, then it spilled over into other people just like, you know what? There's an excuse to fucking go crazy. So then that's when shit just boom, 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 boom. So we've seen what happened, and I attribute a lot of that to being stuck in the fucking house and saying you can't do things, and people were out of work, and I don't have to wear a mask, and like, all of it, you know what I'm saying? Like we've seen it already, and to be honest, this 4 years, I'm afraid it might get worse than that.
Yeah, well, that's what I was kind of getting at. Because say normal people like me and you, just not to say that these people aren't normal or anything like that.
Oh.
But for the average everyday Joe Schmo, you know, get up, do your job, have your hobbies, whatever. How much can you do when you process before you just come numb to it all? It's like, you know what?
It's levels.
It
depends on who is better at handling their emotions and processing things. How objectively you look at things. If you look at everything like as one side, this is the tribalism thing that has talked about and has been an issue. If you if you only see one side of the thoughts, and then I don't know, biases. That's all. Like if you just, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just
that's okay. That's all right.
I thought I had an answer for you. Don't have one.
Dude. Sometimes
because I can't predict what other people are gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying how long before.
Yeah, no, I am asking, and you kind of get what I'm asking, but I might not be asking it in the right manner. But it's like when is enough for just like, and I'm not talking about going out and doing anything crazy to the general public.
Well,
I just mean before
you did that a second ago, but
I didn't cut that clip. cut that. But what I was gonna say is just like before you just become so desensitized to everything, it's like, you know what, this is happening, and what that does to you as an individual is kind of what. Well,
if you're desensitized to it, then I don't think you're processing it, because you have to be able to process something. You have to go through the feelings. You know what I'm saying? So if you're grieving, you still got to go. You got to do like, no, I can't believe this. Like the whole process. You know what I'm saying? So if you're numb to that, then you're not processing what's going on. You're just a drone, and at that point, you're not a fucking human.
Yeah. It's complicated. Yeah, I know there's layers to it. It is a very complex question because it is like more of a psychological thing, more than anything. Well, it is a psychological
I don't
thing.
like this RJ. RJ's not fun. He wants to talk about serious shit when he's sober.
What do you mean? Well, I mean, dude, the week was kind of wild. So I mean, there's no reason for me not to, for us not to discuss some of this.
Well, this week is driving me to drink. I'm about to go to the ABC store right after this.
Jared on the way.
Okay.
You like that?
No.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I'll do a better rendition next time.
No, I don't do no more renditions of nothing.
Dude, I had actually, do you know what kills me? Is that I had the perfect soundbite for us, like literally on Tuesday.
And you forgot it.
I literally turned around.
This is what happens when you don't text people.
I literally turned around to take my phone out, to go into my notes, to put it in, and it's been driving me crazy because I know exactly what it is, but I don't know what it is. And somebody came up to me, they're like, RJ, I need you. And I was like, okay. And I put my phone down, and they started talking to me, and then, dude, boom, immediately gone. Just like that. It was like a fart in the damn wind.
That's how
Jared.
That's how it works. If you don't,
oh, my God, bro.
If you don't,
so mad. So very mad. Bear! It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Going to make me kill him.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Excuse me, unalive.
Unalive him. Hey, you, are you ready to be unalived? On guard.
I can't believe we have to say that shit. We can't even say the word anymore. That's crazy.
Unalived, dude.
Yeah, on TikTok you have to say unalive. It's so stupid. And then you like certain words, like trigger words, you can't say. You have to disguise them. It's so weird. Fucking times are weird, man. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm not looking at you like anything. No, but I agree with you, and I know we have to find
Emotional damage.
it's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be fine. We're all gonna be okay. We just gotta stick together and then potentially tear down the government. But that's all right. That's all right. That's what's
He said it, not me.
I did say it. On the
I'm
podcast
not-
produced
I'm not saying
by
he-
Jared Lee Comedy.
I'm not saying he's wrong, but
All right, but
actually it's not produced by Jared Lee Comedy. Haha.
the Band Scientist LLC. Anyway,
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know anything. You're right. I'm dumb. I don't know anything.
This is why I see if you bought a hat, then you would have had it. You would know it because it's on the side of the hat.
I don't have a hat. I actually do have. I gave my hat to somebody. Anyway, moving on.
Oh yeah, you did.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. I want people to have.
You don't wear hats anyway.
I don't.
Oh, and your head is not as big as
Dude, I have a very large head. I hate it, bro.
No, you just have a very large forehead.
I guess. I mean,
well, I think I hit home there.
well,
Knocked it out of the park.
so I just worry that as I get older, like the weight of my head is gonna like crush my spine or something like that
What the fuck?
from so much knowledge.
Sure, pal.
No, I
He was a fat Faison liar.
I've been watching old reruns of The Simpsons, just like earlier seasons, just because those are the best ones. And man, dude, TV was so perfect back then, man.
Wait, Simpsons? You say? Wait, you just said you were watching old episodes of The Simpsons and TV was perfect back then?
Yes, dude. The Simpsons is like the best, dude.
It's okay. It's not.
It's the best,
It's
man.
not fucking goddamn. I don't know. It's okay.
Bro, there are just too many great moments in that show. I'm not saying it's the best show of all time. Like, I'm not trying to go that route. But just watching it, the older episodes, man.
I still
TV
say Living Color was probably when TV was its best.
Okay, and that's fair too. I know everybody's gonna have their own tastes.
Only because they pushed the boundaries on television.
Yeah, and I won't take anything away from
you can't.
that. Like,
you couldn't do that shit on SNL. You couldn't do none of the shit they did on SNL. And then Mad TV comes behind it. They were kind of pushing the envelope too, but it wasn't no In Living Color.
No, and that's and to your credit, that's correct. But I more so meant just the time period of television. At just around
what
the
else
Simpsons.
was on besides The Simpsons?
Dude, there was a lot of good shit on.
Like what?
There's Martin. There's Living Color. There's Fresh Prince. There's
I just fucking said that.
I know, but I'm just adding to it, or I'm adding along with it, I should say.
So we said the exact same thing, but I wouldn't put The Simpsons in there.
Dude, The Simpsons. Hold on, what else is good? I mean, think about all the other good cartoons that we had. Just TV as a whole was better, man. So much better.
Well, TV, the industry was different.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's the way it is now. It's if you don't have Netflix is guilty of this mostly. They'll pay to do the season, the first season, and if it's not a full blown hit, that's it. So it's It's more like it's not so much a pilot episode anymore. Like they do it used to be that they'll shoot the pilot, and if people liked it, or focus groups liked it, then they would continue on.
Yeah,
with it.
no, I remember that.
But now it's more like it's a pilot season. So you gotta knock it out of the park. Plus you get all these other chances to fucking fail. Acolyte's a perfect example. They could have started with one episode, and if people didn't like it, then fuck off. But they got to fucking do a whole entire season, waste all this money, and then ruin a franchise for pretty much. They pretty much ruined it. I believe. I still think they ruined it after that. Like, Star Wars will never be the same.
So let me ask you this: in that sense, when you do that to a show, don't you? I would just think from a business standpoint, and I'm not a very business savvy guy, but I would think I would prefer to shoot the one episode to see if it catches something, as opposed to throw all this money at a possible failure.
Well, the thing about it is they have a lot more money to throw at it now.
Yeah,
because think about how many people pay for subscriptions to Netflix.
Yeah, this is
monthly money, even though they're fucking paying for licenses and all this other shit, bro. They're making a lot of money. Same thing to Amazon. Amazon's making even more. They probably just, we need some more money over here at the Amazon Studios. Well, yeah, we got plenty over here. You know what I'm saying? So they can just throw it at it. Now, I will say this: if you did go back to the old style of printing, yeah, pretty much doing one episode to see how it does, you're going to make the people who are the creators work that much harder, I think, to make that one episode like hit it out of the park. I keep using baseball analogies, but it is what it is.
It's okay.
Yeah, so I think they should go back to that style.
Yeah, I think it would probably be more favorable. Now, again, if you toss all your money at something and then you strike gold, then you look like a genius, you know.
But
in some
these
degree.
These days it's few and far between. Like, how much? I don't even fucking care what half of the shit that's on Netflix anymore. Like,
oh no, not at all.
The only TV show that I look forward to a new season every year or however often they do it is it's on Netflix is Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah, that's a very good show.
I like that show, but there's nothing else that I give a fuck about. I did, now, since we're still in the entertainment beaker, or in there already, I did see the Cameron Diaz, Jamie Foxx movie, and I thought that was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. It's a comedy action movie. It's a family film, but I thought it was good, because the last few, like, comedy actions that have come out, I'm not going to say he's a little short guy, those haven't been that great. So,
well, I mean, that's to be, well, I don't want to say expected, but
no, it's not to be expected. Like, it's just, like, the script and the writing just wasn't there. Plus, again, Cameron Diaz, she's been out of acting for a minute.
This is true too.
And then you got Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is one of the most talented motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah, so no, and it's a very particular cast choice of roles, I guess. I just wouldn't expect I wouldn't say I wouldn't expect, but those are two particular people, if that makes any sense. Wait, I'm not trying to make this sound like terrible, but if it's coming off that way, I don't mean it to.
It's not terrible, but it doesn't make sense. Of course, they're particular people. One's named Jamie Foxx.
No, I get that. I get that. That's not what I'm trying. It's just I'm not saying it's odd casting choices, but I feel like somebody,
you got to see the movie to understand it.
I got you, but I'm somebody's like, hey, what about this? Whoa, do you
Trust
know
me,
who would be good with this
I don't
person?
know, I don't know how you haven't seen it.
I just haven't seen it.
Oh well, it's a very good movie.
Okay, all right. I've been kind of keeping up with some TV lately, but then I've been watching old reruns of The Simpsons because.
Well, that wasn't a TV show. That was a movie.
I know it was a movie.
Let me look up the name, because I don't know. You've been really boring lately.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I am not. I am fun.
I didn't say you. No, I said you've been. I didn't say you are. I said you've been boring. You took it as a personal insult.
I do take it as a personal insult, Jared Lee.
Shit.
Anyway, While Jared is typing, God only knows what into the internet because it has every answer to the known to man there. I want to talk a little bit because I saw
Back in Action is the name of it.
Back in Action. Here, let me grab my phone real fast. 1 second.
Grab your phone for what?
Because there's something I screenshotted that I thought you might like.
What you didn't send to me.
No, it was actually earlier today when I saw it.
Oh.
So that's why I just wanted to get it pulled up. And it's something I would have to personally get caught up with.
Oh, yeah. Glenn Close is in it. I forgot about that.
But Ghosts of Tsushima, I'm not going to try to say
please don't.
Is being adapted into an anime. The series is set to debut exclusively on Crunchyroll.
I thought they were making a live action.
Yeah, well, well, this right here is an actual anime.
Yeah.
And Crunchyroll is an app that where you can find a majority of, and if not most, animes.
I'll find it. I'll try to check it out, but I think I would rather see the live action version.
Well, I'm sure that would be sick too, but I just know, since I know you're a fan of this, and I just thought that was kind of nifty.
I'm a fan of the game.
Well, yeah, but still a fan of the game, so I figured you'd be a fan of them making.
And you
an
still haven't played
adaptation.
it yet, have you?
No, I have not. I was actually talking to my coworker. She's relatively newer, and we started talking about games, and she was like, have you played Ghosts of Tsushima? God, I cannot say that. And I said, no. I said, guy I do my podcast with is always telling me to play it. I was like, I have it. I just have not played it yet. And she was like, do yourself a favor and play it. And I was like, oh, God. Now I'm going to tell this story on my podcast, and Jared's going to double down and be like, play the goddamn game, RJ.
Pretty much. I mean, I've been telling you since the game came out, 5 years? Probably more than that now. The game came out a while ago.
It did. And that's fair.
And I don't know. You're missing out.
I think I am just going to disappear for a month from my job.
Not to mention, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how you haven't played that game. It's just weird to me because it's one of the most beautiful games. Like, you say you like Red Dead. That's a beautiful game.
Oh,
this is probably a notch higher for me. And there's a lot of achieving to do. Like, I look, I haven't even finished the game because that's how much there is to do.
I got you.
So you're missing out.
I don't mean
the second one's gonna be out before you fucking even play the first one.
No, I doubt that.
No, because it's like this year or next year.
Don't worry, Jared.
Yeah, sure, pal. And then we're getting fucking Grand Theft Auto 6 this year, hopefully, still. And you will probably fucking fall off from there.
And then
Gears of fucking.
Jeez. What I was gonna say is we also get Gears of War this year.
I don't care about.
Oh man, I am stoked for that. We are also getting. Hold on, I think I pulled it up earlier. Here, let me get my phone open. Bear with me, folks. Here, let me see if I saved it.
Me and Big Dave have been playing GTA RP.
How's that been going? Is he still fully committed?
Yeah, he's a paramedic, and he thought he got banned the other night. And
Shit.
He was like, I put so much time and effort. I was like, no, you put real money into this game, into this server. That's why the only reason you don't want to try other servers. I think he's not ready to, like, because he's already done. I don't think he understands it yet, because you don't have to just play one server. Now, I will give him this. When I first found that server, it was only 16 slots. And I guess people have started to get more. Now there's 125 slots. They're not all full. Like last night I got on, it was 99 out of 125, which is decent, which means if they're opening up slots, that means that they're getting people to come into the community and like create storylines and arcs. So that's good. It's a growing server. But I still want to get on to some of I'm using that server to kind of train myself on RP. Like, so when I get to which one server I'm already whitelisted on, but it's always full because like the big streamers are on it. A lot of big streamers are on it, but that's going to help me stream. And if I bump into those people, like kind of interact with them, that's going to boost my viewership up also.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I've been kind of keeping to my schedule with my streams this past week.
Well, it's easy for your schedule. You just get off of work, take your fucking pants off, and then start gaming.
I don't take my pants off. This sounds so weird.
You wear your work pants while you're gaming?
No. First,
you take your pants off?
I do take my pants off.
Well,
but
there you go.
I don't want you to.
So don't fucking lie. You fucking.
He was a fat Faison liar.
It is. I don't just walk in the house and take my pants off. I sit down.
I do.
I have a family that I have to walk into the
house. You don't have a room that you can walk into?
Yeah, I normally walk into the house, obviously say hi to my mom, ask her about her day, sit down, talk to her for a couple minutes, eat dinner, whatever it is that she made or got for whatever, and I take about maybe 20 minutes to decompress. Then I come upstairs, and then I take my pants off.
All right. So, like you said, you fucking take your pants off.
I do, but we're going to move forward.
I can't do that. I as soon as I get in the house, I have to fucking get out of my work clothes. I am not sitting, especially eating a fucking meal, and I know I'm hungry.
Here, put it this way. I take my work shirt off, okay?
You probably have your freaking shoes still on.
No, I take my shoes off. No, I'm not like eating fully dressed. No. So I take my shoes off. I take my work shirt off.
I see you when you go to the bars after work and you fucking have your sharp attire on.
Dude, it's work shit. I don't want to wear it. They make me.
I know, but like the fact that you said the other day the guy with a tucked in polo is sharp. He's dressed sharply. No, he's not.
No, dude.
He's dressed that's casual, actually.
Dude, Sharp Dressed Man is a ZZ Top song, dude.
I get it,
but
it's not. He wasn't.
He is sharp. How dare you?
Fucking polo does not make you sharp.
Oh, yeah, I saw your hateful comment.
It wasn't hateful. It was just proper.
No, dude, I'm like, I'm at work, and I'm like, oh, look, Jared commented. I was like, it's probably something insulting me.
Oh, 100%.
Then I opened it. I was like, hey, look, it's insulting.
But don't worry.
That's when I threw my phone at the earth.
Don't worry. I insult everybody on social media. Don't worry.
No, it's all right. I don't care. I mean, that's really all it's for now.
That's what I'm going to be reminded of. Jared always fucking found a way to insult me, but funny.
Sure. If that's what you want, if that's what's going to make you happy.
Well, if you take it to heart, then that's your problem. I could just not say nothing to you. Then you wouldn't be like that. That's how you know I don't fuck with you. If I don't say nothing to you, this motherfucker. Are we keeping you up?
Yeah. Sorry, I just didn't want to yawn into the mic.
You did.
No, I know I
you sound like fucking Chewbacca just now.
Yeah. Sorry. It's a Wookiee. No, but so I take my shoes off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take my shirt off. I leave. So I got my wife beater. I leave my work pants on. Okay, so I basically have my work.
Can we get past calling them that? That's crazy.
What, calling them work pants?
No, wife beaters.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll say. I guess we can. Yeah.
Thanks.
Tank tops.
In
my
undershirt.
Undershirt. Tank top, undershirt. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So then I sit down on my couch, So I just basically have my work pants on, my socks, and then my undershirt.
What is this?
An hour? What am I supposed to do with the mad scientist for an hour?
Tamper in God's domain.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one.
We did. I did. I forgot we had it too. Well, we're glad that you heard that.
Ah, good.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Only RJ knows where that's from.
Oh, man. So good. But so that is, and then after decompressing for a little bit, that's when I come upstairs, put my basketball shorts on. Then I sit down, proceed to lock into something. But do you know what's super cool? And I'm glad we're kind of getting to this point. They're having this big lunar sale on Xbox for Chinese New Year's. No, fuck you, Jared.
What?
No. Jared's looking at me like he doesn't give a shit because I know he doesn't.
No, it's not. Well, actually, I was letting you talk, but in my mind, I was like, no, this is exactly what I was thinking in my mind.
I get it. I don't care about this shit, though, dude.
You should.
I was like a lunar sale for fucking Chinese New Year. I was like, first of all, I care about Chinese New Year. Second of all, I don't care about a lunar sale,
dude,
on Xbox.
Oh,
like that was strike three right there. Three things that I don't give a fuck about.
my mom. So my mom is going to.
Not that I have anything against Chinese New Year. I just don't give a fuck about Chinese New Year.
So it's funny you bring this up. So my mom is actually going to a Chinese New Year event tonight. All right. So hear me out. Right.
I got a story too.
So I'll get back to what I was talking about in a moment. But But she was like, oh, I wonder what kind of food they're gonna have. She was just like, and I was like, Ma, like, I was like, what kind of food do you think they're gonna have? Like, she was like, well, they're probably gonna have Chinese, and I was like, that would probably fall somewhere along the lines of what they would. And then I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh my God, do I sound like a bigot saying that? Oh yeah, they're gonna have Chinese on Chinese New Year's.
Well,
like,
I mean,
I feel like a fucking racist saying
no.
that. No.
But see, that's like that line is so weird. I was having a thought. I was watching Kill Tony earlier, and there was a black guy, and I've noticed this with a lot of black comedians, especially ones that are like that do a lot of their comedy in white spaces. They feel big. How can I explain this? They feel that they have to make their material racist all the time. Not everybody. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And if you make racism funny, it works. Like, there's nothing that I love more than a racist joke that's fucking actually funny. But, like, I was watching Kill Tony. This one guy, he was a black dude, and you could tell he was around a lot of Caucasians most of his life. And everything he was saying was super racist, but it wasn't in a funny way. It was like, you're only getting away with that because you're black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's lazy sometimes. Like, oh, I'm just going to say the most racist thing I can just because I can, because these white people will laugh at it.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's a lazy way to write jokes. Like the Fast and the Furious joke that I have. I think that's a funny way of looking at it. Because it's not just that I'm looking at it about not being that many in space. It's like a reality check. It's like, wait a minute. There haven't been that many black people in space.
Yeah.
That's one layer of it. The other layer is people really do think that we don't need any more fucking Fast and the Furious movies.
Dude, we don't.
Exactly.
They're making another one.
So that's why, for me, the joke works because there's layers to it, and then people can relate to it at the same time. And then it's also teaching you, making you have, a reality check like, damn, there really hasn't been that many. Because in all reality, I think we looked it up, there's been 600 people total that's actually gone to space.
That is less than 1,000 for those who don't know how to count.
So I don't know. It's just I forgot where we were talking. Oh yeah, and then my story about the Chinese New Year before we were doing the show on Tuesday, the open mic, whatever you want to call it. Somebody was like, I don't know if I want to say who said it, but they were like, yeah, they're celebrating Chinese New Year's at Shooters after for karaoke. So make sure you wear something red. And I'm thinking, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Why do I have to wear red?
Don't put this on me. Don't force your holiday.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, yeah. Now because I've said it before. I don't like people forcing. You tell me that I have to conform to something, I'm going to push against it even more. And I accidentally wore red anyway, but I was thinking more about how I looked. You know what I'm saying on stage, because I don't want to look like a complete slob, because I'm still, like, again, I'm trying to make it. Like I want to be able to, if somebody saw me, they would be like, oh, okay, but whatever. That's the business side of, like, you still got to look good. You can't just be, motherfuckers that come out there with ripped T-shirts and shit thinking, oh, I could get away with it because I'm funny. No, man, you still got to be presentable, because if somebody wants to put you on stage,
you turn around and your teeth all fucked
or
up.
put you on a fucking, or put you on a camera or something.
Smile.
Or whatever. Anyway, fucking guy laughs at the wrong time.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, that was my whole point. I was like, I was. Don't tell me that I have to do something, like, because as soon as you tell me I have to do something, I'm gonna do the not exact opposite, but, and I'll probably even do it I'll do whatever I do to the point, because then I'm being petty because you tried to fucking tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And we're not going down that way. I'm surprised I barely made it through the Marine Corps, but I did.
You did. Hooray.
But that's the conformity part. Like, I've always had an issue. Like, don't tell me what the fuck I can do.
Yeah.
Like, what I have to do. Like, I'll do what the fuck I want. Like, I'm a human being. I'm free on this earth, in this universe, to fucking, I'm here to live this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
What I was gonna say is, no, but you do make a very valid point with that. But regardless, with the back to the lunar sale that I was talking about, the only reason I brought it up, it was really cool because they put a massive discount on a lot of games, and I downloaded 2 today that you may have seen me play. I don't think you've actually ever seen me play these games. But I'm going to be playing through them this week. I got
probably some one-off game that nobody's ever heard of.
No, I am actually going to be playing through BioShock 1 and 2.
Oh.
Really, really, really good games. So I got them for dirt cheap, like $5 a piece for the remastered
because
version.
it's been like 20 years.
Yeah, but regardless, they're very fun games. They still hold up in terms of gameplay, and they got really good stories to them. So I snagged those, as I like to say, on the lunar sale.
Why are you bobbing your head like an Indian person?
No, I'm not, Jared.
Don't dig nothing wet.
Oh, no. What I was going to say is I was waiting for you to say something.
By the way, this is going on YouTube, and guess who the CEO of YouTube or Google is? Do it again. Do your head again.
Dude, chill out.
No, that's not my joke. That's Donna Rollins when I saw him in Orlando.
Oh,
there was these Indian people in the audience,
Oh.
and he was going in.
Oh, man, dude.
But that's
I bet you.
that's why they don't let you fucking use phones in comedy clubs, because some wild shit happens.
No, I believe it. I believe it. I'm sure it was funny as fuck, though.
Oh yeah, the whole time. He told him, and they were right next to the stage on the other side though. And he was like, the only reason I keep doing it is because these motherfuckers keep laughing at it. He was like, I'm sorry, but hey. Look.
Hey, no, I probably would have laughed as well.
Bro, it was funny as shit. He was like, why you always got to replace everything with these? He was like, no. I was like, oh, my God.
Oh, shit. Now that's racism done funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't.
But you go to a comedy show, you have to be ready for that shit. And I don't know, man. I think people just take offense to a lot of shit. And I find myself getting offended. Like, when I go to Austin, sometimes I'll be hearing, like, and I'm trying to make it. I'm like, I get it. You're trying to be funny. And you're trying to be funny on the fly, depending on the show. But I just think it's that atmosphere that there's just in Austin, and everything's about saying the most shocking shit because of all the people who the top tier people are saying the wildest shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they feel like they have to say the wildest shit to be the funniest. But again, I just think it comes down to lazy writing sometimes.
I gotcha.
I don't know.
But it could also be how that person views comedy. Maybe they think that their material is funny and that the whole world is dumb. You know, that kind of thing.
Well,
now I know this is funny. They're just not laughing because they hate me.
I don't know, man. Comedy is subjective. I get it. But I don't know how to explain it. It's just I would need another comedian here to, like, maybe they could fucking finish my thought. But I just sometimes if you think that way, if you think that people aren't laughing at your jokes because you think they're dumb, that to me is a poor quality in a comedian.
Yeah.
I think if you start blaming everything on the audience, you're not giving yourself a chance to improve.
Yeah.
If they're not laughing, in my head, the shit's not funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
If they don't even have any reaction, forget it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather them groan and then me work the joke into something funny
Yeah.
but still be fucking groany.
Yeah.
If half goes groany and half laugh, all right, perfect sweet spot for me.
All right.
Because then I can pick on the motherfuckers that's groaning, because I've done that before. I'm like, all right, what the fuck are you groaning for? Like,
Look at the way you look. Yeah,
nah, you don't. I try not to like punch down ish, maybe sideways. I put, like the Jew Chinese joke.
Yeah.
That's sideways.
Yeah.
But again, he had done a set. He's a comedian. He should kind of be able to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm fucking saying anymore.
I know what I'm saying. And do you know what we're saying? Because you should know what we're saying, because you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff.
And blame it on RJ for us being early this week.
Well, not necessarily. Well, yes, this is my fault. This is 100% my fault, because I would have notified you sooner. However, I did not know until literally like 2 days ago of the time frame of this and everything transpiring, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Don't worry, I had to give my piece to the other party, because I was like, I found out from someone who I don't even live with. So I was like, "Wait, you're coming to my house? Who the fuck said that was okay?"
Oh, I just want to knock on your door and it's be like, "Hey, I don't fucking like you."
Like, this is not. No, it's not that. It's like, no, I was gonna tell you when, motherfucker. Like, when. Like, I shouldn't be finding out from somebody outside of.
This is when you were going to know.
Exactly. Yeah. And there would have been a problem. I'm like, hey, bro.
We're here to party.
That's not how I live my life. Unexpected visitors they're not visitors. They're goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't like people knocking on my door. That's my fucking safe space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your little cubicle. Thank you. Oh, man. Of space, mind freedom, and all that good stuff.
What's wrong with this guy?
But anywhere you get your podcasts, that is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff.
Emotional damage.
Every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube.
That's what's wrong.
And every Saturday around some time frame, because wacky.
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
You can catch us here on Twitch. Man,
don't look disgusted because I played that.
I didn't look disgusted.
You look disgusted.
Here, let's do it again.
No, we will not.
And we do it. Hit the button.
An hour? What am I supposed to do with the mad scientist for an hour?
You know, tamper in God's domain.
That's better. That's better. I just don't. I just didn't want to be attacked.
You're gonna get attacked. Oh, you're gonna get attacked a lot later.
Yeah.
Later, you're gonna get attacked a lot.
Oh yeah, like, oh, look at you and your big sweaty man friends watching big sweaty men climb up a ladder for a piece of gold.
They're gonna scream at each other for fucking 2 hours and oil themselves up, and then roll around and fly through the air.
But Jared,
and then the audience is gonna say repetitive, dumb shit over and over again, and there's gonna be more screaming, and there's gonna be more screaming, and then the show's over.
You could be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble.
Who, me?
Yes. You could have a chance to go on the road to WrestleMania.
I just made the Trump face.
I mean, the road to WrestleMania starts now. Aren't you excited?
That sounds like some gay marketing.
It's that gay.
It's DEI marketing. That's what that is. He almost choked on his water.
I'm all right, folks.
My job here is done.
All right.
Motherfucker.
And we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. And like, share, comment, subscribe, and review. Peace.
Peace.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist